So you mentioned conspiracy theories. What would you say if someone's listening to this and they think that we are conspiracy theory nut jobs?
I think you have to read through the evidence of what's out there and what's being put out by people like the WEF, so that when we say, look, this is what they're aiming for, right? You can see the goals. So find out what their goals are. Like, what are their goals? Less cars, less, you will own nothing and be happy. Think about what they've actually said, and you will see how everything that they are doing is working towards that. So if you're going to own nothing and be happy, then think about what that means. If you have to rent everything, who are you going to rent it from? There's going to be a very small group of people that you then have to rent from. And that is those people. Yeah. Think about what they're doing with 15-minute cities and everything. That they don't want people traveling. They've said that because of net zero, which, by the way, drives me insane, because the same people calling for net zero and the same people that are trying to convince you that carbon dioxide is this deadly, poisonous, dangerous gas have actually been very, very silent about one of the most horrific environmental disasters that has happened in Ohio, with the train derailment and there's been another train crash as well with hazardous. There's been a second one. And this is what I mean. It's just, you've got these people that can't even do their jobs properly. And what's going to happen is these chemicals now are going to go into the land. They're going to affect the farmland. They're going to affect the rivers. There are fish that have already been found dead in the rivers. There are animals 10 miles away that have died. Wildlife's dying all over the place. Then it's going to come, you're going to have the rain come and wash it all into the land and the soil, and it's all very fertile agricultural land around Ohio. The water's damaged, the air's damaged, and these people that are convincing you that carbon dioxide is basically the building blocks of plants. It's what plants take in and turn into oxygen and turn into, their substance and their leaves and their bark and their... They've convinced you that carbon dioxide is so poisonous and yet are so silent over this. So these are the people that then say, well, we want less cars on the road. And how are they going to do that? Well, they're going to tax it out of you and make it so you can't even afford to drive a car. And it's so inconvenient with the 15-minute cities. And then look at what's happened with Ukraine, because I called out the Ukraine and Russia war right at the start for exactly what it was, and then everyone's blaming these price hikes on Putin. And then you see that British Gas, Exxon, Shell, they're all recording their record profits, 4 times higher than the profits last year. And we want to blame, we're going to blame Putin for it. So there's a lot of convenient excuses.
If you enjoyed this clip, press here for the full episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.